Back, my fellow primer. Why are you back? Are you crazy? Well, don't worry, me too, okay? We're in this together. We're both crazy, but here's the thing. How do we stop being crazy? That's the thing. If you want to know, stay tuned. Let's roll that intro. Hey, my fellow primer. How do we stop being crazy? How do we do this? You know what? I don't know how to solve your craziness. Honestly, I think it's a beautiful thing, but what I do know is that the mind is not the problem, because the obstacle is the way, going through it. So when it comes to us being able to stop being crazy, how do we stop that? How do we stop the thoughts? How do we stop the mumbo jumbo that's happening, that's rattling upside this cage, if you will? Here's the thing. You don't stop it. You shed light on it, you illuminate it, and you allow it to dissipate. You allow it to dissipate. I'm feeling wavy today, guys. I'm feeling wavy. So, this past week, guys, so much has been happening. From family, business ventures, things coming together, things breaking apart. And it's like, woo, wait, how do I slow down? Because I'm starting to be crazy. I'm all over the place. And specifically, what's helped me is, I believe it was Tuesday, this past Tuesday. And I get up in the morning, doing my routine, and I'm just stuck. I'm just stuck. And so I'm sitting there, I just say, you know what, forget all this. Like, I'm just in my head, I said, forget all this. I put the phone down, closed my eyes, and I just started to focus on the breath. I did this for about 10 minutes. Something radical happened. Do you want to know what it is? You can't tell nobody though, okay? Okay. Nothing. Wait, nothing happened. You're probably thinking, hell yeah, you're crazy. We both are. Here's what it is though. The thoughts, the stream, everything, it's slowed down. Now, I don't think I need to get into the science, because I think we all know that meditation or awareness and focusing your attention has changes on the brain. But here's what I am saying. When I did that, something powerful happened. I started to enact this habit, if you will. And so I noticed that the thoughts and everything keep coming in. And so what I started to do is I said, okay, I'm going to acknowledge and I'm going to let go. Even down to, this is planned. I come into the woods so I can talk to you guys, so that I can create content for us to stay primed. This is where I like to be. I can't just, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go. This has to be thought out. So sometimes it won't stop running. It won't. But guess what? So this process, this anchor, if you will, is simply this. I've been nodding. I do this to myself. If you're ever talking to me in person and you just see me nod, it's because I'm either in the past or the future, and I'm stuck in the mind. And so I nod, release. And so guys, I've probably did this since last week, probably 20 to 30 times consciously that I'm aware of, right? Now it has to become a habit. Here's what I'm saying, guys. We're gonna have moments where we get, because come on, some of the stuff is repetitive. It's repetitive, and look where we're at right now, guys. We're in a transitional point in history, not even in history. Everything that's happening is so momentous, yet so simple. Right now, this right here, if we can just adjust our attention, we can manifest whatever it is that we need to. But see, right now, your attention, oh, whoa, your attention is the most sought after commodity around. It's the most sought after commodity. And people and corporations and things are fighting for it. Hell, I'm fighting for it. You're talking to me, but this isn't about me. This is about us staying primed, baby. This is about us. But see, attention is the foundation, right? And so if I have your attention, I have everything. I have your body, I have your actions, I have your thoughts. I got everything. So here's what I'm saying, guys. And this is why this is so powerful. And I hope and wish and implore you to enact this however you do. This habit has been anchoring me. So I simply nod my head. And it's not easy. Oh, it's not easy when I'm in that stream of thoughts. And it's like little dopamine hits. It's like I'm almost addicted to being stuck in the past to the future about what's gonna happen or what already happened, right? And so when I nod my head, I have to be present. And so now I feel my feet on the ground. I hear the wind. This slight rustling of this hobby bush behind me. This simple habit can revolutionize this present moment. So I hope that wasn't too much words, guys. And to summarize this point, try this out so that you don't have to think about something. You notice that you're thinking about what happened yesterday, right? There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it if you consciously said, okay, listen, I need to get down to this because yesterday Bob did that and I think I didn't really like that, and so I got to get to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to get to the bottom of this, and then after that I'm going to take 10 minutes, I'm going to write out. But guess what? That's not how it happens. What happens for most people, including me, what happens with us guys, and this is why it's so important, what happens is now I'm thinking about Bob and everything he did to me and that I didn't like for the next 20 years. So this train of thought, this process it's taking up so much of our consciousness in the background. And so we're stressed. We're stressed. See, the mind making so many decisions throughout the day. Jess, if you're watching this, I'm thinking about you right now, what you said the other day. You know, how you'd rather do something physically than mentally. And so what that attests to, guys, is that the mind, and it's so draining because we have all this stuff going on in the background. But if you can be the light, the pure consciousness that you are, and allow that to shed forth in this present moment, it's so illuminating, it's so powerful, and it's so healing. See, we won't if it's obstructing the light by, and here's what I mean by that. If we're obstructing the light of consciousness by channeling it towards the past or the future, it can't be in this present moment. It can't, and that's why it manifests as negative energy, because within this pain body, if you will, this power is it's literally life energy, and when it's transmuted into consciousness, presence in this moment, wow. Whew. I needed to get that out, guys, for us. And so let's bring it right back to the destination. When you catch yourself, now here's the thing. When you won't always catch yourself. Don't beat yourself up, because this is a process. When you catch yourself in a repetitive thought process that's going absolutely nowhere, whether in the future or the past, simply nod. Look, it can be in your mind's eye that you nod. I've been doing that too, because I'm talking to people sometimes within this past week, and I'm I noticed they said something or whatever, and I'm not really present, so I'm not just gonna, because they might think, well, hold up, that's not, so I'll do it in my mind's eye, and so I simply nod. And so here's what that means, guys. When you nod, that means you release whatever it is, and you come to this present moment. Guess what? It might be 2 seconds before you go right back into the repetitive thought process. But guess what? Now you're aware, and next time it's going to be 3 seconds. And you're going to keep getting better. You're going to keep getting more aware. You're going to keep anchoring it. But it's a process, my fellow primers. This is why we're here, to stay primed. And in order to stay primed, we have to stay conscious. We have to stay present. Because if not, how can we respond in this moment? You don't want to be crazy? Well, if you made it to this end of this video, I definitely know you don't want to. But here's the thing, my fellow primer. You've never been crazy. Yet you've been crazy every damn day of your life. How backwards is that? The yin and yang, baby. The yin and yang. You're crazy, accept it. Acknowledge that this is who you are, which is consciousness. And let go of the rest. Let go. Hey, my fellow primer, if you enjoyed this video, then do all the, the extra stuff that shows that you like this video. And more importantly, down below, we are building our tribe. Subscribe to the list below so that you can continue to stay primed. This is where I'm going to be channeling a lot of insights, if you will, through this medium. So go ahead and subscribe to the list, because that's going to help a lot. It's going to help you. It's going to help us stay primed. We're going to continue to stay primed. Until the next one, my fellow primer, keep building, keep growing, acknowledge, and let go.